Hello guys, welcome to episode 4 of my beginner's guide for Tower of God New World. And in today's video, I will talk about team composition and positioning of your units. So this topic is quite complex to explain and to show to you, but I will try to do my best to just give you guys some ideas or tools on how to decide where to place units, and which units work best with each other. So, the main thing I want to talk about is positioning, and I will try to show you, I think, let's try arena. Let's try to fight in arena. Okay, I noticed that my rank in rank arena went down quite a bit, so maybe I can face some people to regain my rank back. I was rank 8 previously. Okay, now there is a guy that has way more combat power than me, but I will try and slowly work my way up. I think Royal 14 can be taken, Royal 13 as well, Royal 11, and I have 5 chances, so I will use all of them, I would say, because when you reach a high level, like when you are in the top 100 of your server, you will always fight the same people. So uh, oftentimes you won't have the chance to spend all attempts, but now that I'm low enough, I can probably utilize all 5 of them, or at least 4. So let's try it. I could go straight to probably not Royal 8, but Royal 11 for sure. But I will, for the sake of this video, just go step by step. So let's go first against this guy. His combat power is more than 100 million higher than me, so we will have some fights where I'm at a clear disadvantage. So let's see. In the first thing you need to consider obviously is elemental disadvantage, so which elements the opponent is using, and then plan your teams accordingly. In this case, the opponent has 1 red guy and 4 yellow units. Um, This would mean that if I were to use a full purple team, I would have advantage over 4 enemy units. That would be quite good, and I will probably do that. Having blue units in this case is not really that relevant. Okay, you can counter one of the opponent's highest carries, because we can see it's placed at uh, at one of the 3 highest links he has. Also, that unit has a plus 40 exclusive achievement, so it makes me think that this guy invested quite a bit on this unit. So yeah. But still, having full blue team doesn't really make a lot of sense, because then we would lose advantage over 4 enemies. The second team is made of 3 green and 2 yellow. So also in this case, a full red team could be good, because then we can counter 3 of the most annoying enemies. Hiwa is a little bit more difficult to deal with. She's a really good carry. She can wipe my team out if I'm not careful. But using a full purple team would probably get me nowhere, because Joaquin cannot really kill off a well-built Zahard. So in this case, I would probably use my red team. And the last one is made of 2 purple and 3 blue. So in this case, I could just use Zahard and Rachel to counter 3 units, and then use 3 yellow units to counter the 2 purple ones. So that's it for elements. That's also the easiest thing to consider, obviously, but now I will also try. Now I will arrange the teams based on the colors I just said, and then I will tell you guys what I look out for in terms of positioning my units. So Let's just rearrange them because I already have a full purple team that I will just move against the first one. Then the other ones I just need to change them a little bit. So here I said let's use three yellow units and 2 green. So the core of the yellow team is made of Hiwa, Evan, and Bam. So I will just remove Vespa and Hats, and we can still see I still have elemental advantage, obviously. Then I said I'm going to put Rachel and that as a hard because the enemy has 3 blue units. So we'll remove that as a hard from here and just put him in the I slot and then her in the 285. Actually, it doesn't change much, guys, but just to be more certain that I will win, I will just move Rachel to the an higher level slot. Still, now we have to think about positioning. So what's going to happen here? In this case, we are already facing quite a difficult opponent, which is Blurode. That guy will just pull one of my units from the backline, and it's always the farthest away unit. So by the way he's positioned, he's going to grab BAM or the unit in BAM's position. So I will place Rachel because she is the carry. She's green. She's going to receive less damage from Blurode due to the fact that Blurode is blue. She has some sort of healing in her kit, so hopefully she can survive, but even if she doesn't, I don't really care because my main carry is Hiwa in this case, and that is a hard, so I don't really care about whether Rachel survives or not. But I care whether Bam survives or not. Now, another thing we have to consider is that the opponent has 2 assassin units, one of them being Kunran and the other one being Kiseiya. So Kiseiya will most likely jump to my back row and start targeting one of those units. So I wouldn't really want Evan in that position because Evan is useful to give immortality to my whole team. But it's better if the opponent targets him as compared to Hiwa because Hiwa is my main carry. So I want her to survive, and in this case I will put her at the front row as she is right now. She will stay here so that Kiseiya will just focus on Evan first and get him out, unfortunately. The other issue is that the opponent has Kunran. Kunran will just run straight. Bam, unfortunately, is not like is a ranged unit, but is not like is closer to the enemy team as compared to other ranged units like Evan or Hiwa, etc. So probably Kurman will manage to reach him and attack him. Hopefully will survive long enough for his ultimate to be used, and he should target Kiseiya. Yeah. So kind of difficult. Probably Bam will die before he can use uh, his active skill that gives Hiwa 80% attack and defense. But yeah, still it should be fine. I could swap actually Bam and that as a hard, and I will do so because this way Karaka should move forward, see that the closest unit hits a hard, and move towards him. And Quran will just go to that as a hard, and that's it. This is a little bit of a tricky fight because they also have Blank, this new unit that will give them green resistance. So I'm not really sure we can win this fight. It's highly tilted in our favor, but I'm not sure. Now, I'm just talking way too much probably, but I want you guys to see what I'm thinking about when I place units in a certain team and in a certain place, etc. So yeah. Now let's just create the second team that I left before. Let's see. Okay, let's place her. She could be useful because, as I just said, she can provide some green element resistance, and I don't really have other ready units built other than these three guys. So yeah. Data Machine doesn't really care about elemental resistance. She will just survive for sure for at least 10 seconds, and that's all I need from her. So the way this fight is going to go is Child and Dorsey is a melee unit, so she will move towards my team. Zahard as well, he will move forward. They will meet up with um, Data Machine, and they will start targeting air. In the meanwhile, this unit, Evankel, will move towards the enemy team as well, but they will both hopefully already be targeting Data Machine, so she will not receive too much damage and she will have enough time to cast the ultimate. In this case for sure, because mine is full rainbow, so she has additional energy at the beginning of the battle, but in any case, uh, any other Evankel should have plenty of time to cast her ultimate. Uh, this girl is also a close range character, so she will move, but she starts later as compared to mage melee units and assassins, tanks, and fighters. She will just wait a second before moving to the enemy team. So she should not be focused by anyone. All the aggro should be on her, and hopefully my Evankel can kill Child and Dorsey and mm, not really anyone else. Probably Hiwa if I'm lucky enough before Hiwa gets to ult. But we will see how this one works as well. Then for the first team, they have two units that will just go straight to my team, and those units are Shibisu. This one is as fast as a fighter or an assassin. It will just go straight to the opponent. He probably will manage to get to Gustang if I leave him there, and the Hats should manage to get to Karaka, which is fine because Karaka is the main tank of this team. One variable would be Endorsey because she will jump straight to the backline at the beginning of the battle, and Hats might be aggroed by that, so yeah, he might be start focusing her. And usually I place Joaquin in the backline because I don't want him to be targeted by enemies and I want him to have enough time to cast his ultimate because he's a really squishy unit until he casts the Berserker skill and the ultimate. So yeah. But in this case, the opponent being ranged, it's fine. I could afford putting him there. To avoid Gustam being killed by Shibisu, I could just swap these two. So Endorsi will start and go to the backline. Shibisu will not find anyone in the mirroring spot and will hopefully go towards Karaka. So that's pretty much it, guys. I think I should be able to win this one. And let's just hit enter battle and see how it goes. Yeah, I know that I'm at a lower combat power. It's fine. Let's see how it goes. So no, what? Oh, you already lost. I took too much time to to arrange the units. You already lost. Who's the new Royal 14? This one? Yeah. Okay. Let's go for this one. Okay, so guys, I'm sorry. We will have to again think of a way to fight the opponents. So here we are with 4 yellow, 1 blue, full purple, and 4 red, 1 green. Okay, quite the order. It's more difficult to fight this guy, I think. So, what I want to do here is just go with a more blue team. So let's take these two out. My blue team is not the best, but I think it can get the job done to beat this guy that only has Evankel as a carry. He also has Data Zahard, but Data Zahard before Red 3 is not that much of a threat, and I also have Blank to offset him, so he should be fine. Also, my Urek is quite well built, not too much, so I won't put him in the 305 slot. That I'm going to reserve for Kunran. Also, my Kunran is not that built. As we can see, it doesn't have a lot of ignition equipment leveled up. His gear is max level, and that's fine. His exclusive equipment is plus 35, that's also okay. But he doesn't get the additional energy at the beginning of the battle, so still not the strongest one. Then obviously we want to put Data Machine at the front, but I will put her on a lower slot. I don't really need her. And then the last slot could be, let's see if I still have, yeah, I could use Blarode to try and kill off Shia. So just place Blank there and Blarode here, so he will grab hopefully Shia and just kill her. So yeah, let me see if we can arrange it some other way. I'm not really scared about Yellowy because he's not in, the enemy didn't invest in her, and all she needs to do is just buff Evankel, so she's really not that important. Shia will be removed from at the start of the battle, so the majority of the enemies will be more on the right side of the battle, from which I want to remove this guy. I don't want him to be like insta-killed. Urek and her and Data Machine should have enough time to hopefully kill off at least Huarian and damage Evankel. Then we will see how this fight goes. We'll see. Okay, for this team, we can either go with a full yellow team or just go with the neutral one and say, okay, it's fine. I think the best choice in this case would be to go. This time, guys, it's quite complicated. Just because here I would have to use 5 yellow, but then I don't get to use 2 of my strongest units, which are Data Zahard and Evankel. But I think it's fine, guys. We can just go with the full yellow team here. So let's just go with Hiwa. Let's put Hats as well. Let's put this guy here. Vespa and bam. So Vespa will be my tank. It will go straight against Karaka and hopefully also aggro Oakin in. Kisea will go for my backline, so I don't want Hiwa in the backline. I will probably let Evan tank the hits there. I will move Hats there so that he will go against Joaquin, and Bam in the backline should be out of harm's way for a little bit, enough to cast his active skill on Hiwa. And then here we'll just go for a full purple team, which in this case have built better than the full yellow, so we should be good. Okay, then let's put her here in this slot, and the last one will be for him. Okay, now let's think about the positioning. So in this case, Datamashini and Vespa will move forward. If I place Joaquin here in this spot, Vespa should go towards Caraca or maximum against Joaquin later on, like not immediately, and it will be just a one-on-one fight. So Joaquin can survive long enough to cast the ultimate and the berserk skill, and it should be fine. I could swap also these two units so that this slot is entirely empty and Vespa will be forced to go towards Caraca, more or less. It will meet Joaquin halfway through unless I move Joaquin here, which I could also do. And this would be probably the best positioning I can make. Yeah, okay. So before the fight is even over, like before they beat this guy up before me, I will just start the battle and we will see how it goes. We're already at the 20-minute mark, but I couldn't show you guys anything yet, so it's quite fun, but okay. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Kunran went against Zahard, that's fine. Shia is already dead, so Blarod did his job. Okay, this heal from Blanc is quite terrible. And Blanc died, so now my whole team is going to explode. Okay. Kunran is still alive, but I don't think he can win a 1v2. Okay. He actually managed to kill the other girl. The damage that's the hard deals is really low, so I think I'm going to win this. Yeah. Okay. Good. Only because that the enemy Zahard was not 3 red, otherwise I would have lost for sure. Okay, so round 1 is already a victory. The positioning didn't go as well as I planned, but it's fine. Hats died, and Joaquin is just going crazy. Fortunately, Hiwa is just broken in PvP. She survived a Joaquin attack and cast her ultimate and destroyed him. Hats is really weak, as we saw, guys. I don't really recommend building him. Okay. My Joaquin is way better than the enemy Hiwa, and he just one-shotted her, so great. I also won this fight. It didn't go as well as planned, but still it was quite okay. Okay, guys, let's try and challenge someone more difficult than him. Because obviously you can push high deficits here in the arena. Like it's not high deficits because I mean it's less than it's 20% more stronger than you. So not really that high deficit, but what I meant is that uh, you can win with against stronger opponents just because you can uh, like force elemental advantage for you. So that's why you often win. Like in this case, let's just put the full yellow team against them. This way we have elemental advantage over 4 guys. Novik is not a good unit, so I'm not too scared of him. Kisea is the biggest problem here, but she will probably kill off either Bam or Evan, and I'm fine with losing both. Also in Dorsey, we'll go to the backline and probably kill one of the two. I don't really care. All I care about is that Hiwa gets to ult. Once she does, the whole enemy team is going to die. They do not have invincibility, they have no way of avoiding our damage, so they are going to die. Vespa, I could put her probably in the place of Hats, so it goes against Karaka, which is the only tank that's going to stay in the front line. Hats is going to go against Novik or Karaka, depending on how quick Novik is to move forward. I didn't face him that many times, so I don't remember how quick he is. But this is probably the best setup I can make in this fight. The second team is made of 2 blue and 3 green. The 3 green are scarier. I'm afraid of the 4 orange Zahard and also the full rainbow Child and Dorsey. So I think even though they have 2 blue enemies, I think I'm going with a red team. So in this case, I will put Evankel. I always put like the main DPSs that are close range in the backline, usually, because I don't want them to be the first target at the beginning of the battle. So yeah. I can also put my Zahard to hopefully get rid of the enemy Hatsling and the enemy Kunran. I can also put Rachel here, the green one, because I have her built and it could be nice to get rid of Kunran, hopefully, so we can try that. And the remaining 3 units will be red units. So let's go with her here. So Data Zahard will be forced to go towards my Data Zahard, even though he might hit Evankel midway. But in that case, I'm not scared because Evankel against Data Zahard is fine. Then the remaining one would be Xia Xia. In this case, I don't want Xia Xia to be immediately killed by Kunran, so I will swap her with Rachel. Rachel is green, so she won't take as much damage from Kunran. And she can also use her heals and her damage reduction to survive a little bit, so it should be fine. The last one will be against a full yellow team, so we can go with a full, well, almost full yellow team, so we can go with a full purple team. Again, here, this guy here, I'm just placing the units, then we will see which one goes where. Okay, so again, in this case, the only unit that will move forward is Hats, and it will be faced with my Karaka. Huarian will move forward, but not immediately. So I can put Endorsi there. She will just go to the backline, and probably Huarian will go there first. So the whole team should be focusing against Endorsi. The only one that could escape is Hats that will go to my Karaka, so that's also fine. In this case, even though Joaquin is a melee unit, is a close range unit, I can put him in the front line because it won't be matched by any, like it won't face anyone at the beginning. It will just have enough time to go to BAM, fight him, and just throw his ultimate. Hopefully getting rid of him before he can cast his annoying skill. Okay, should be enough, guys. Let's try this battle as well. And after I've won this, well, hopefully I will have won this, I think we can also try in Trial of Chaos and Adventure, even though I will lose for sure because I'm already at a way too high deficit. Okay, so Endorse is in the back. She started to focus on Evan. She didn't manage to kill him, so it was fine. Also, Bam didn't die. So overall, in this case, we destroyed them, even if we had like 100 million power less than them. So it's fine. Look, Evankel is not being focused. She has enough time to cast the ultimate and destroy a few of the enemies. Okay, she's been healed by her passive. I'm only looking at her at the moment because she's the carry that will get me through this fight. Luckily for me, where is the other guy? Okay, Huarian focused the guy in the back, Hatsling, so he couldn't do anything, fortunately. And yeah, so this basically meant that my Evankel was not focused by that DPS, so she could survive without any issues, and we also won round 2. In this case, Hats is focusing Karaka as planned. Joaquin didn't go to BAM because it was blocked by Hats before. But yeah, still, he's a full yellow team, and my Joaquin is pretty busted, so I could win this fight as well. Okay, I think I can. Let's see. I will take just the spot number 11 and we'll go a little bit quicker without explaining too much in this case because I already said enough, like at least on what to focus in these cases. So we see we have 4 enemy units that are yellow. I will go with the full purple team. In this case, I don't know why Data Machine was placed in the back. It doesn't make any sense, but it will be intercepted by Karaka anyway. This guy here will go again against Hats, as it did in the previous one. Data Machine, probably now that I have Endorsi here, will target her instead of going to Karaka, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah, my backline should survive without an issue. Then we have the second fight. Here I can go with blue team because they have a full red team. So let's just go with, again, full blue. So front line here, here. Kunran here. I can just put blank here and Blood here. Okay, so who to remove? Unfortunately, Blood can only target the backline. So it will either be Anak or Warrior. Obviously, Anak will just focus my highest attack unit, which is Quran. I don't really care if she does that. I can just go. I can just make him focus on Warrior. If he can get rid of her, it's better. Then I will put Urek against Evankel, and I will put Data Machine against Viol. Viol should not be a big issue because he's only at 1 green. This guy here will be grabbed by Anak, so that's fine. I could put him there, so Blank is a little bit out of harm's way. Evankel should not be able to ult her, and so she should be able to maintain my team. The last one is... what the hell is that? This is just a random team with no purpose, so I think it's fine. I can swap these two guys because Evan has some sort of invincibility when he reaches a certain amount of HP. I think it's 35%, right? It should be in the passive. Evan conceal himself for 2 seconds if his HP drops below 30%. It's not invincibility because if he gets one shot it just dies, but if he goes below 30% he's concealed for 2 seconds. So not too bad. It could be helpful. This guy should not be able to kill my Evan, even though he's at link 312. I think this guy is trying to lose on purpose, just so that he can challenge more people. That's what I'm thinking. But no, probably no, because he just has low dupes in any case. Okay, whatever. We'll just try it. There should be no issues. And yeah. And obviously, guys, if you have any suggestions or recommendations on how I could improve my content, if you would like to see something else, just please let me know and we'll work on a video for that. So now again, Joaquin is focusing on Hats, just throw his ultimate and it's deleting the whole enemy team. Teleporting. For some reason my Endorse is surviving. That's never happened like in adventure mode. Okay, that's fine. Even better. So the first one was an easy win. The second round, let's see how it goes. Anak should... okay. She didn't grab Kunran yet. I don't know why. My Kunran should now kill off Evankel. Yes, he did. This guy is really strong against barriers, so not bad. And this should be a win. Once the invincibility for Viol expires, he's dead. And then... Shia, okay. I think she, like my Blarode missed the hit and couldn't really in Sheshia. No, okay, wrong. It was not Sheshia that was being targeted, it was Varian. So yeah, okay, it makes sense. Okay, fair enough. It was a nice fight. So I'm back to Royal 11. My spot used to be Royal 8, but now it's occupied by this guy, which has 50% more combat power than me. I'm not sure I can beat him. Maybe we could give it a try. So let's see. This one, 3 yellow, uh, 2 green. So I could go for 4 purple and 1 red. The red being Evankel. But I don't have another slot higher than 300. So I don't think it's really the best choice. I don't know why that guy put Evan in the highest slot. I think these guys are just lowering their own combat power on purpose, just so that people could fight them and then they will retake the position. Something like that. But yeah. So let's just try how this could work. I think I can win this because they don't have a carry at 320. Still, it would be better with Evankel as well, but I don't know if I really want to like sacrifice one of them for Evankel. I can do it. I can do it. And then I will just sacrifice Endorsey and see how it goes. I will put this guy there. Evankel will move towards Bam. Okay, this should be fine. This one is pretty much a full purple team. Not too scary. The only problematic unit is the data machine at 320, but still with the full yellow team I should be able to gather, even though my level is way lower than them. So Kiseiya will focus the backline and also Endorsey, so I want to move Hiwa to the front. Hats is not really that useful. I could even say let's bait out yeah, let's put him as a bait for Kiseiya or something like that and see how it goes. And then the last one is 1 red and the rest is composed of yellow units. So in this case I cannot go for a full purple team, but the opponent is not as strong. This guy is good and actually he could beat the shit out of me, but I could try and go and pull him out of the fight, then have this guy focus on Huarian, because Huarian shields a lot and this guy deals additional damage against shields, so it should be fine. Even then, it's probably going to go against Vespa, but who knows, it should be fine. Urek there is fine to stop Hats. This girl here, I'm a little bit scared, but she should not receive any kind of damage for now. So let's try it. I'm at a really high disadvantage, so I won't be able to win probably, but let's try it. The video is already getting to 30 minutes long, so I will try to wrap it up after this one. Let's see how it goes, okay. Joaquin is surviving not long enough, unfortunately, but I have Evankel, she's... Nah, okay, too bad. She received the ultimate from Zahard in the face after she lost her invincibility, so it was a loss, unfortunately. Now Hiwa is ulting, she already destroyed the whole enemy team. There is only that Data Machine, but she is... Oh, okay, no, there is also Endorsey. But it's fine. At this point, there is no way this guy is going to beat me in this fight. And now my only hope is on the third team, and let's see how it goes. Okay, Kunran is being targeted by Vespa because for some reason my data machine went to the guy on the right. Okay. Steel Blanc is too strong, so it's healing my whole team and there is no way the opponent can beat me. Okay, good. Sounds good. I managed to win. Too bad I couldn't win the first one, but the difference was really too high. Even though he put Evan in the highest spot. And yeah, okay. So Evankel was not killed by Zahard. She was killed by Hiwa. That Hiwa really dealt a lot of damage. My Joaquin died before he could do anything. So it would have been a better choice to place Evankel in the 305 spot. In that case, I would have probably won the fight, I think. But yeah, it was a good one nonetheless. And now let's just try to go with Adventure or with Trial of Chaos, probably Trial of Chaos. In Adventure and Trial of Chaos, we will always see weird compositions like this one. We are not allowed to have multiple units, like the same copy. Well, obviously we cannot because we cannot have multiple copies of the same unit. But even if we were to borrow a unit from a friend, we could not place it in the same team, and not even like in the multi-stages where you have to use multiple teams. You cannot not even put a unit you already have in one team in another. So if I have Hiwa in team 1, I cannot put an Hiwa from a friend in team 2. This, okay, I mean, I'm fine with it, but I don't see why the opposing team should be allowed to do it. Like the AI should be able to create these kind of compositions. Like, how am I supposed to face them? Because whoever I put will just go against Karaka, which won't die. A 2 Rainbow Stars Karaka is really almost unkillable. They don't have ignition weapon for like that's a good thing. But at a 4 times deficit, it's really difficult to fight them. I could try and show you this fight, but basically once one of the two EWAs start to use the special skill, I'm dead. So it's complicated. I don't have Kiseiya. If I had Kiseiya, that would be a lot easier. I could just focus on the two Hiwa, and that would be almost a win. But in this case, I only have Joaquin, which I have to hope. Okay, like it teleported to the enemy backline and just was destroyed. The heart holds and he's dead. Okay, so basically I cannot win this. There is almost no way. I can try and think of something, but it's going to be really difficult. So I'm not going to talk about this Trial of Chaos. Let's just try Adventure. In that case, it's even harder. I think I'm at a 7 times deficit. Let me check. Yeah, more or less. It's more than 5, I think. No, yeah, it's more than 5 times deficit. And here, I will just try to keep it short. But basically, in the campaign, you will see a lot of assassin units, like in this case, Mikhail, however you want to pronounce him, that you don't really see in PvP or other modes because this guy just simply sucks and you don't want to invest in him. But obviously, if that unit is like 4 times stronger than your unit, then obviously it's going to be a little bit of a pain. So we'll find a lot of scenarios like you will also find the green fighter, like the girl called Miseng, I think. And you will also find the green assassin Edin. You will find a lot of units you don't normally encounter in PvP. And they act in certain ways. Like Mikhail will just go straight to the opposing enemy, so you want to put at least one support that you can sacrifice, or a tank, like in this case I placed this girl here, Datamashini. She's not going to die from this guy Poison and from his first attack, so it's fine. Then we can see in this fight we also have Karaka and Ghost as opponents, and they are going to just move forward, and I will need some kind of front line to stop them and to focus their attacks on. Then they have also a Craptor, and he's a really good unit to deal damage to me, so he's going to destroy my whole team. And at this kind of deficit, I still couldn't find a good way to fight them. Probably if I had this guy at full rainbow and someone else from the blue team a little bit more built. My Hurek, unfortunately, is a 3 red, but I think he needs like 4 orange at least, and I also need to level his ignition weapon a little bit higher. So yeah, not really the easiest fight of all. I will just try and go on with the fight a little bit and just comment it. But yeah, I hope guys that the video was useful, at least for the PvP part. I tried to give as many insights as I could think of, so that you guys can make clear choices when you plan your team. In this case, we saw that Mikhail went for Datamashini. He took her to like 1 HP, but then it changed focus and went for Bam for some reason. And then he killed Bam before I could buff my Hiwa, so Hiwa couldn't wipe the whole enemy team out, and now Shia is just healing them up. So what I could do, because I think that happened because Bam, as I said before in the video, he always moves a little bit further than usual ranged units. I would just try and swap Bam and Evan and see if something changes. Let's just try it. The deficit is way too high, so I'm not sure I can win this, but still, let's try it. It might be worth a shot. Let's see. So now Mikhail will go for... Okay. This is because that girl there just moves forward and Mikhail teleports. Okay. Makes sense. So, Mikhail will not keep focusing on Datamashini because it will teleport to the position where Datamashini was, but once he gets there, Datamashini will not be there anymore. So, okay, that's okay. That's more interesting. So I could, if I put him there, like Kunran, if I put him in the middle, he should be targeted by Mikhail. But that should be fine because this guy gets a 90% damage reduction. So let's try again. My only fear is that Kunran will move forward too quick as well, and Mikhail will just focus on my Hiwa. Okay, no, that's good. Because for some reason, Kunran being forward meant that Datamashini had to slow down for some reason, so Mikhail is still focusing her, which is really good. Did Hiwa receive the buff from Bam? I don't think so. No. There are icons missing, so she didn't receive the buff from Bam, and I still lost. But this was a way better run than I was expecting. So I could probably swap this guy out. I'm not too scared if the yellow units will receive like a damage increase from those two guys from purple because they are 2 tanks. I'm not too scared of it. And I could place Blanc here. This way I get some sort of buff for Datamashini because she will be at the lowest HP. She will just cast the ultimate and buff Datamashini. hopefully keeping the aggro from Mikhail or killing him, but that's unrealistic. And with all the heals she provides, I hope I can keep these two guys alive and Bam long enough for him to buff Hiwa. So let's try again. Let's try again. I mean, I'm still seeing a hope. I think that if I just use auto progress, in this case, I will win sooner or later, maybe after 50 or 100 tries, but who knows. Let's just see how it goes. Okay, so the buff this time went to... who did she ult? Look, I said I wasn't too scared of the damage that those guys deal, but Ghost actually destroyed Blank. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, I think Hivo can ult again, and if you guys will die, that's good. Kunran is still alive, but it will not be able to win, unfortunately. Still, this was a nice try. I mean, Raptor dead, Shia dead, now only the two tanks left. I think I can just put the auto progress on this one and win sooner or later. Or I can just invest a little bit more in Kunran and get it done. Okay guys, anyway, we are already above 50 minutes, so I'm sorry if this video took longer than expected, and I hope I could give you guys some insight on what to look out for when you are positioning your teams and how to make the teams based on colors. And I didn't mention a lot like interaction between certain units, but yeah, I think I can mention it later in some other video that I plan to do, like elemental reviews. Like I will rank the elements. I don't know if it's an actual ranking or whatever, but I will just review each element, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, what they're best used against, and if you can use units from other colors to improve their performances, etc. So that's a kind of video that I'm planning on doing and will be done in the following days, guys. So yeah, good. I will close the video here and I hope to see you guys in the next one. If you like this one, just drop a like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.